Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Callaway Talks, the first ever Callaway Talks without Harry Arnett, which is crazy because I think he invented this show. But thank you for joining. I'm AJ Vopel alongside my good friend, Dr. Alan Hocknell. How's it going?
Good. I'm good. Nice. Glad to be here.
Are you
glad to see you here?
Yeah, right. And you're like, what are you doing here? You walked in the studio and you were like, wait a minute, you're not Harry. You're like, what's going on?
This is going to be a show with boundless personality. I think that's what it is.
He gave me permission to do this, to fill in for him. He had a very important mission that he had to attend to. So, but I'm very excited because we are talking everything Epic Flash.
Yeah, big news. Yeah.
Something that's very close to you, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been working on this for a while, and we're thrilled that we've been able to bring new face technology to this golf club. It's something that we've been working on for quite a while. We know that face technology is important to people,
yes.
And we decided that we had to take a step backwards and sort of say, hey, you know, maybe a lot of our faces are starting to become a bit samey from one design to the next. Can we come up with a new process? And if we can it produce a face design that has even more performance in terms of ball speed than anything we've ever had before?
Yeah, and this is a super unique story because while humans worked on this product, it was developed partially or fully, well, you'll tell us, by a supercomputer and artificial intelligence. Tell us about Flash Face and the art of designing it.
So, you know, when you have a driver face, usually it's thicker in the center than it is at the edges. And that's been the sort of pattern that we've had for quite a while. And we asked ourselves the question, if we could teach a computer to learn how to design driver faces, could it actually come up with a solution that's different from the ones that the humans had kept kind of iterating on? Mm-hmm. Could it come up with a design that was different, and could it be better than what we had, better in terms of more ball speed, but staying conforming to the USGA and the RNA's CT rules? And we had to employ a whole new suite of techniques to do it, including writing a lot of software that uses artificial intelligence to
way over my pay grade. I want no part of that.
So when we would normally design a driver face, we would do computer simulations of the impact of the club and the ball and look at the results, and us, the humans, would get involved in analyzing those and making adjustments to the design and run that test again, simulation in the computer, maybe 5 or 6 times during the course of the design. Well, with the computer using the artificial intelligence techniques, we sort of took ourselves out of that loop, instead wrote a bunch of rules for it to sort of learn from. And as it learned and learned and learned over thousands of passages around that loop, 15,000 in fact, it came up with better and better and better designs, eventually designs that were better than the ones that we could create.
That's crazy. So when did you guys know when to stop? So you say over 15,000 virtual prototypes.
Yeah.
When did you say, like, all right, well, you know what? This is the one.
Well, after a while, it stopped getting better, if you like. So the increment from one design to the next started to slow down, and we said, we must sort of have it. And we looked at it and said, well, oh my gosh, what on earth is that? It has this really unusual pattern of thick and thin areas, some of the thickest areas right next to some of the thinnest. A lot of our faces, which had been thickest in the center, and this face is now thinnest in the center.
Crazy.
And we looked at it and said, well, we don't quite, at least on day one, understand how it all works. We don't know how to make it. We don't even know how to measure it.
Yeah.
So then the second phase of the project had to kick in and answer all of those questions in order to take that sort of breakthrough design idea and turn it into an actual product.
Right, because if you took this face off and then looked at it from the other side, that's what you're talking about, like some waves and peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
Unlike anything I've personally ever seen in the club face, and I'm sure, anybody's ever seen the club face.
Yeah, really quite not intuitive, nothing really of the type that we would have, those of us who work in the sort of club design area, went to engineering school, nothing really that we would have learned there that came out here. And it's because the computer is able to look at the relationships between the different parts of the face in a much higher order kind of relationships than we're able to sort of comprehend in our simple human brains.
Right.
And it took all of that knowledge, and that's sort of where the AI stuff, where the power of it really comes in. It takes massive amounts of data and really starts to use that to figure out patterns that we otherwise can't see.
Right, and I think I saw a stat that it would take humans like 34 years to come up with the final face that the supercomputer came up with.
Yeah, so if you took your regular laptop and tried to do all the same computations that were done on the supercomputer, it would take you 34 years. You'd had to have started in, 1985?
I'm not even 34 years old. I'll be 34 in February, but
a slight problem then.
Right.
And even then,
So
the
funny.
likelihood is because you kept applying our same sort of human sort of design principles, we wouldn't have come up with the same solution anyway.
Right.
So
Right.
it's a completely remarkable thing.
Unreal. So when you hit the center of this club face, it will make your best center hits even faster.
Yes.
Hit it even farther. That's
Yes.
like a key to this driver as well.
Absolutely. A lot of face technology of late has focused on what happens when you don't hit the center of the face.
Right.
And that's all great because plenty of times you don't. But this is maybe the first time in a while that we've sort of seen the keys to hitting your best shots better by using our jailbreak technology in the first version of Epic.
Right.
We
And
really
didn't
kind of...
we didn't even mention jailbreak.
No, it happens to be in this driver too.
Right.
And it's kind of a key ingredient for unlocking this space where we can create more ball speed and stay conforming to the rules. And we wanted to really pile on with that. And this face does that. It takes your center shots and makes it better. Maybe for the first time in a long time, that's a characteristic of a driver face now. And we also improve the shots that when you don't hit the center face too. So you really get the full package.
Yeah. So quickly, just explain the jailbreak technology, just because we started it with regular Epic a couple years ago, GBB Epic, and then a different iteration was in Rogue, and now a different iteration is in this. But just explain it to people who maybe are not familiar with it.
Absolutely. So the purpose of jailbreak is, if you remember, it's two vertical titanium bars that sit behind the face. The purpose is to stiffen the head in the vertical direction. So when the club and the ball are in contact with one another, the face gets pushed in and the body reacts by wanting to stretch vertically. And jailbreak resists that stretching really and puts more of the energy into the direction of impact, and that means you end up with more ball speed for what otherwise would be the same CT. So same CT, more ball speed is the simple thing to remember.
Damn. Yeah. So flash face, jailbreak, it comes in standard and a Sub-Zero. So what are the types of golfers who would maybe benefit from, I guess, the standard head and then the Sub-Zero head?
Yeah, the standard head is slightly larger dimensions this way. We have the sliding weight, the adjustable perimeter weight there. It's a slightly shorter track with a heavier weight, but this is really able to dial the characteristics of this club in for average golfers, many of whom have a shot-shaped tendency one way or another. So this is really great for fitting. You can also use the adjustable hosel for that. And for the first time, this is the standard model, but the Sub-Zero model also has that adjustable sliding weight. And that's going to allow better players really to dial in the left-right tendencies, particularly in the final third of a ball flight. They want the ball to fall just to the left or to the right a little bit. Tour feedback was that they wanted that capability in the low spin version as well. So now we've delivered that for the first time.
And is the Sub-Zero head the same size and shape as the standard head?
It's not. It's a 460cc head, but we use the volume slightly differently, so it looks more compact from the address position.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about we can't forget about the Fairway woods, because these things are rocket launchers. Were you able to engineer the same flash face technology into the Fairway woods as the same tech in the driver?
Yeah, so the Fairway wood gets this treatment as well, and it's a different use case. A much shallower face, a higher percentage of shots hit from the bottom of the face because the ball's sitting on the ground a lot of the time, not just on a tee. So we had to give the computer different goals, different objectives, and sure enough, it came up with a different solution. Also, this is stainless steel. It has our face cup design. It has the standing wave for weight low and forward in the head. So all these things are different from the driver. Came up with a different design using the same AI type of techniques though, and the result is a very similar increase in ball speed while staying conforming to the CT rules.
Unbelievable. And also jailbreak technology in that as well.
Yes.
We introduced jailbreak in fairways with the Rogue products, and now we have a different generation in that one as well.
That's right. So this is now an adjustable fairway with a carbon crown, face cup, jailbreak, and
face cup,
and the AI technology in the face design.
That is amazing. And Sub-Zero available in that one as well.
Absolutely, for the stronger ball flights, for maybe the little bit better players.
All right, I'm a little overwhelmed, Alan. I don't really know where to go next because I'm trying to process all this technology. But the best part is that everybody who's watching can go to CallawayGolf.com/AI. You could see some great photography, some more videos about the flash-based technology and the supercomputers and artificial intelligence story that it really took to build these products. So I highly suggest you check that out. And if you have any questions for us, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, @CallawayGolf. But go test them out, see what they are like for yourself, and if they fit your game. Thanks for watching.